Hello, 3R parents. I am so excited to have you guys here. I'm excited to have your kiddos and to start off the year. Um, I'm a little bummed that I won't be able to have you guys all in my classroom at the beginning of the year to go over things that we normally would, but given the situation, I am just glad we're going to be in person. So I put together this little video along with our web page to kind of walk you guys through a little bit to give you all the information that you need since you won't be in the classroom meeting with me. So you have the link. I sent you the link to our web page, and this is our web page. And here it's just this is just the home page. It tells me you a little bit about me so the kids can see my picture and know who they're coming into. Down here on the weekly updates, every week I will send out an update for you that tells you what's going on in the classroom. So that will always be found in here. So you can always look into here to see what is going on. Down below, we have our class list. So if you ever need to know who's in the class, spelling, birthday list, when we get to Valentine's Day and things like that, all of the names are right there. Uh, and then scrolling down, there's our schedule. So you can see we always have gym on Mondays, so they'll need their gym clothes. They will be wearing their gym clothes all day. So you'll just need to make sure that they wear those gym clothes every Monday and that they wear their tennis shoes. Also, another one that you see is Mass on Tuesdays. That's different this year. Usually it was on Wednesdays, but we're doing it in smaller groups. So on Mass days, students must wear their uniform. We do have birthdays still where they could dress down. If their birthday happens to fall on a Mass day, we ask that they dress down either the day before or the day after. Okay, so coming back up here now, you can go into the different classrooms. As you see up at the top, you've got your ELA, math, religion, science and social studies, our class calendar, and another page of sites frequently used. So if you click on ELA, it will bring you to this page. These are the sites that we typically use. I'd like to have this all in one area because if at this point, if we were to ever have to go to a virtual, I will post all assignments. I will communicate with you through this web page. So I'm really trying to get you to become a little more comfortable with it now. Maybe if you bookmark the page so that you can always go back and refer to it. Plus, if your student ever needs to get into one of the programs, they're all listed here. I have them all listed here on an app, and you can actually click on the app and it will take you right to that link. So for example, here's our ELA classroom. So if I have assignments clicked on there, you can their grades and assignments. A lot of their assignments will be in there. You can always go back through, click and look at them. You can see their work. Think Central is our Journeys program, our readings program. So they will take tests in there. You can always pull up their test and look and see what they got wrong, how they did on them. So there's a lot of activities. Plus, they can pull up their books if they maybe were sick for the day and they wanted to do their homework. They can log into here and they can access their book right from here. Vocabulary Spelling City is a program that we use, and I'll show you how these work. You could just tap on that, and it will take you right to Spelling City. The kids are not logged in at this point, but they will be. So they would check into student and they would log in. We'll be working on all of that the first week of school. During our orientation days, I will have all of the students log into all of their programs. They will all be getting a take home folder that will come back and forth every day. And their first day in, I will send home all the information of how to log in to these programs at home. Epic is just and they have a code for that they can log into, and it's basically just books. There's tons of different books on there that they can read and they could bring it up digitally, and there's videos and all kinds of stuff. So it's a favorite among kids. Scrolling down, you'll find what's happening in ELA. Now, I will have updates on the homepage of pretty much what's happening in every class. Here, you will find any big assignments, projects, anything like that that we were doing. I will tell you in Spelling City, as far as homework goes, when I do assign Spelling City, I assign games and activities to work on their vocabulary and spelling for the week. Because we go over the spelling patterns at the beginning of the week, but we don't spend a lot of time on Spelling City or on spelling in third grade. So this is kind of something that they will be able to go through and play games to do their practice on their spelling. So it's kind of a fun way to practice, and it gives them a little bit of independence. Typically, they're able to get that done in the classroom because it's kind of like if they finish their work early, they can go into it. And we also have a Core Plus time designated for everybody at the end of the day. And basically, what Core Plus is it is a time for students to finish their work. Kids don't always finish work. Some get behind a little bit. This gives them time to finish work. It also gives them time if their work's finished and they don't understand something or they're struggling with something, that gives them time to come and see me, and I will help them one on one or in small groups. And they also have our Mentum program that they're able to work on. Their Spelling City, they can work on homework. If all of their things are done, then they have some extra time where they can work on some of the different things that we have available for them as far as, they can read, they can do any paperwork, they can log into their vocab and Spelling City. We have some math activities that are based on the standards that we're teaching currently. So that is their core class time. And so typically, if kids work on getting their vocabulary and Spelling City done throughout the week, during that time, they could very easily not have any homework. The only homework I really assign to students, especially this year because we were asked to keep it very light, is a column for our spelling focus and for our grammar focus, and occasionally a math page. Bringing us to math. Here is our math page. And again, we have our Google Classroom link, our link to our My Math book. So if they forget an assignment or they didn't bring their math book home, you can pull this up and they have their login information and they can get right to what they need to get to. Extra Math and Prodigy are two things that we use in third grade. I believe they used Extra Math last year as well. They're for two different purposes. In Prodigy, I feed the program the information that we are learning, and the kids can play games, they can battle each other, and they have to answer questions. And that's all based on what we are working in class on. So I feed that information to the program so that it is designed to help them practice the skills we are currently learning. Extra Math is for fluency. So with Extra Math, they will be working on addition and subtraction at the beginning of the year, and being able to answer those questions in under 3 seconds. And then as we get through the year and we work on our multiplication and division facts, they'll be working on those as well. Again, any projects or big assignments will be listed under here. Pretty much the same thing in religion. We have our Google Classroom and our online religion book and any updates or anything major that's happening there. And like I said, we will have the weekly updates at the beginning of the page on the home page. So you'll see there what's going on. You don't have to check what's happening in each of the subjects. It's really if we have a big project or assignment and there's something that you might need to know, you'll be able to find it in here. Science and social studies, same thing. We use Studies Weekly for both science and social studies, so the kids will be able to log in there. There's our Google Classroom, and then any extra notes of things we're working on. If you go to our calendar, You will see, you could click on month. There's really nothing in there now, but there will be. And you'll be able to see any major due dates or anything like that. I will be updating that soon. And then finally, sites frequently used. These are sites that don't really fit into those categories, but that we use. Edmentum is a really great program that all our whole school uses. And basically, what they do is take your MAP scores for each of the children, and they can actually identify gaps and holes that they have, and they can give them different lessons and activities to work on those things. If they're more advanced, they can take them further. So it's a really great program that's very individualized. And this is something that I encourage students to work on in Core Plus if they have finished their work and are on task. And they are, I'd like them to about 15 minutes a day to try to squeeze some Edmentum time in. And that covers both reading and math. Class Dojo, there's a lot about this in the handout that I'm sending you guys. It's our online behavior management system. It is based on positive behavior, so they earn points, but they could always get points taken away as well. And their points, they can accumulate points and buy different prizes. So it's kind of an incentive. I also like to use Class Dojo as another form of communication. It's almost kind of like a Facebook page for our class. It's designed very similar to Facebook, so I may post pictures or different things in there for you. I can also send you guys messages that'll come through just like a text would. And so that's always a good way to communicate as well. So I hope this was helpful. I'm really excited to meet your kiddos. I just wanted to kind of guide you through all this instead of sending it to you and you not really knowing all what it is. So, again, it's just I'm big on communication. So email me, contact me anytime you need or you have any questions. I'm here for you, and I hope this is helpful. So I'm excited to meet your kids. Have a wonderful day, and let me know if you have any questions.